Happening today, Denver police are preparing for Cinco de Mayo festivities this weekend. 9 News reporter Brianna Fernandez is live near 6th and Federal. And Brianna, this is one of the areas that folks are going to see a lot of delays.
A lot of traffic happening starting this Saturday and then all the way up to the weekend. So Saturday, Sunday, and Monday for Cinco de Mayo celebration. So according to Denver police, they say the area between Federal, 6th Avenue, and Mississippi, so southwest Denver, will see a lot of delays. So keep that in mind, especially if this is part of your daily commute. Denver police say that there's going to be lane closed off in each direction so emergency vehicles have space. So this is a popular area for Cinco de Mayo celebrations. Police will have extra officers out here this weekend looking for careless drivers and managing traffic flow. The city's juvenile curfew ordinance will also be enforced this weekend, so that means anyone under the age of 18 can't be out after 11 at night. Now, there's also Cinco de Mayo celebrations happening at Civic Center Park. That's happening Saturday and Sunday as well. 9 News is a proud partner of the festival, so there's going to be food, music, car shows, and of course, the best part, a taco eating contest. So the parade starts at 11 on Saturday morning on 13th and Welton, and then ends at Lincoln and 13th Avenue. So a lot happening this weekend. We know Denver police, they actually messaged me yesterday saying that there's going to be some boards letting drivers know about all the closures that are happening. They're also going to have a press conference actually today in just a couple of hours at 10 a.m. They're going to be talking about all the police activity for the Cinco de Mayo celebrations, plus the road closures that you can expect this weekend. For now, I'm live here in Denver, Brianna Fernandez for 9 News.
Brianna, thank you. A bill to rein in credit card swipe fees is on hold this morning. The bill would bar credit card companies from charging businesses for swipe fees on taxes as well as tips. These fees, also known as interchange or transaction fees, cover expenses like fraud prevention, bad debt, and rewards programs. Swipe fees can account for about 2% to 4% of the total cost of a tab. Opponents of the bill argue that it would make things more difficult for small businesses and consumers, not easier. This bill is being postponed until next session to give sponsors more time to make sure that everyone is on board.
Colorado is bringing back a program to help feed kids when they're out of school for the summer. The summer EBT program gives low-income families a one-time payment of $120 to help when school meals aren't available. The state launched the program last year after a similar federal benefits program that was developed during the pandemic ended. Eligible families should be getting this year's payment within the next 2 weeks. Well, Denver Public Schools is turning some of their schools into a one-stop shop for families.
That's right. This comes as economic uncertainty and recession fears combined with climbing prices have more people turning to food pantries to help feed their families. 9 News reporter Lauren Scafidi is live outside of Denver Public Schools headquarters this morning. And Lauren, we know that demand is high right now.
And that's why DPS just took matters into their own hands. This year alone, these hubs have helped 565 families find food. That's a lot of families, and demand is rising. So 6 DPS schools have these community hubs. They help with a lot of things like offering ESL and GED classes, support for families in many markets with fresh produce, meat, and food for families. Now, the food is free through grants and partnerships with the district, Food Bank of the Rockies, and City Harvest. DPS says they bring in around 2,000 to 3,000 pounds of food a week. The manager at DPS Southeast Community Hub says there is a lot of need right now. Families in urgent need can shop immediately. Others will have to wait their turn to hit the market.
We have more families than the capacity of this store at the time. So we are trying to see every family once a month at least.
Families say that they're grateful for any help that they can get at all. It really makes a big difference at the kitchen table. Coming up in the next hour here on KTVD, I'll explain where you can find these community hubs. Live in Denver, Lauren Scafidi, 9 News.
Such a great program, Lauren, thank you. Republicans have given themselves a July 4th deadline to pass President Donald Trump's sweeping tax and spending cuts package. Speaker Mike Johnson insists he can get the House's bill passed sooner, but some GOP lawmakers worry they won't be able to solve the policy landmines within that time frame. The party is facing deep divisions on Medicaid cuts, food stamp cuts, and a new tax on vehicles.
Well, taking a live look right now at our nation's capital this morning, a new Senate resolution that would block some of President Trump's tariffs could hit the floor as soon as today. This is all according to the resolution's co-sponsor, Kentucky Republican Senator Rand Paul. The resolution basically challenges President Trump's assertion that trade deficits are a threat to national security. The Constitution gives Congress power to impose tariffs, but a law lets the president do it under a, quote, unusual and extraordinary threat. President Trump issued an executive order this month declaring trade deficits rise to that level, and this resolution would terminate that declaration. The Senate passed a similar resolution to block tariffs on Canadian goods earlier this month, but it was effectively dead as soon as it hit the House floor.